I'm gonna ask you really nicely to take this energy though, but be careful with it, right?
All right, boys and girls, I'm about to pull off, go meet up with the boys. It's gonna be a pretty daggone big ride. I think we've got like 56 people signed up as going, and then we have 10 other people that marked themselves as maybe. So we're expecting probably over 60 riders to show up today, which is really large for the kind of rides that we do, which is all back roads and trails and just gravel. So should be an interesting day. But yeah, I've got about a 45-minute ride-ish to the start location. So we're gonna go ahead and get after it. Oh goodness, just had to take a piss stop. That's all I could think about was having to pee. Sheesh. Alright, let's get back on the road. Alright, just gassed up and I'm gonna head to the meetup spot. I'm probably about 3-4 minutes away from it, so let's get this day rolling. Here we are at the meetup spot. Looks like we got a few guys unloading over there, getting ready to rock. For some guys, this is a really far ride just to get to the meetup spot. Some guys trailered up here. Well, we made it here. It's about 45 minutes to an hour, roughly. I didn't really track the exact time of what it took to get here, but DRZ did good. Feels pretty darn good. I'm happy with it so far, so we'll see how it performs in the trails and on the gravel roads. One thing I was kind of worried about is it's a little bit, it feels a little uneasy on gravel. It could be my tires. The D Sports might not agree with this bike. I don't know. I used to have them on my KTM 500 and I could do 100 miles an hour down gravel roads and it was completely stable. But I think the geometry of the DRZ is just not meant for high speed stuff like that. The KTM 500 was built for that stuff. So we'll see how all that goes, but yeah. Section. Ended up at 208 Trailhead. Started off at Kelly's Pond. Should have a few more groups coming in. Oh, I'm digging that jacket, but goodness gracious, it's going to take some getting used to riding in the trails with that thing. Freaking hot. So I'm kind of ready to get back on some back roads to cool off a bit.
Lives, only whistles blow. really good. I can use it a little cooler, but right now, pretty daggum good. Can't complain about much. It's dangerous going this slow on a beat-up road like this. It's what people don't understand. I get that it's a little scary going fast, but everything is so much smoother. Your bike wants to track straighter, and you glide over bumps easier. Like if you hit something huge and you're going slow, you're going down for sure. If you hit something big and you're going pretty daggone quick, you got a pretty good chance of staying on it. So it's much better to be going fast. But that just comes with time. Wait right there. We're going down and then coming back. It gets pretty dicey. All right, so we're coming up pretty close to a point in the ride where it's gonna get a little dicey with some sand. There's a nice road out there. It's just like freaking dead straight with a bunch of sand on it. We're probably getting close to the halfway point on the ride. DRZ is doing really good, and I'm really liking the way it's riding. I was kind of worried yesterday that it wasn't gonna be super great, but I found out that I was running only 15 PSI on my tires, so that was the issue. But here's Trey, we're gonna get back on it. The problem is, dude, a bunch of big mud trucks come through here.
Oh,
And so in the middle is just
I'll
freaking
tell you what, I don't
washed
want
out.
to build my bike either. Someone came here and rode it yesterday, I think. They said it was insane to be, or they came out here.
Yeah, Brian came out here and he was like, nah.
Typically, I don't turn down on mud, but dang.
This is a little different. If it was just a mud puddle, I'd be fine.
Well, you got a hydrolock bike over there, and that scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty deep, and I really don't.
All right, boys, that is lunch done. I'm probably gonna be heading home on it. Finally got the mic back connected. That's ridiculous. Probably wasn't connected for most of that ride, so that's cool. Yeah, I kind of broke off from the main group. A bit on my own now, going down some roads that I know to get home. It's actually part of the route now. I got back into the route that the guys are going to be doing, but I think I'm a little bit ahead of them, so yep. No, that was an awesome ride. I just want to thank everybody that came to the ride, and big thanks to all the guys and members of Houston Adventure Road and Dual Sport. They have been a huge help in this business so far. They've really supported me, and it's been really awesome. So, massive thank you to you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much the end of the ride. Most of the group broke off after lunchtime, so I went ahead and broke off. Where we had lunch was like 25-30 minutes from my house, so I went ahead and broke off, and I'm on some of my favorite dirt roads that are around my house now, and I'm heading home. So I'd like to see my wife and kids. These rides are fun, but I love my wife and kids, so that's where I'm heading. Peace.
Yeah, I never let nobody with no motion try to hold me. I'm an OG, and that's the old me.